Jim Messenger, come on up, buddy.
I'm early.
Well, we're going to take you early because
All right.
I know you got a lot of snow out there.
I'm complaining about being early. I'm going to give you a copy of what I want to discuss with you.
Okay.
My problem is
Wait a minute before you start.
Okay.
Let me ask our attorney here. Do we need executive session?
It's a personnel matter, yes.
This personnel matter, I think we need.
It's not an individual personnel matter.
Oh, but then no. I mean, it's just a general policy. That
It's a general policy.
Oh, okay.
It involves every employee in the county.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
I appreciate that because I would understand that, but it's not an individual
Okay.
personnel matter.
Okay.
What I want to address is the sick leave policy. I've given you a copy of what is our policy now in the personnel handbook. And it says there are 3 things you can use this sick leave for. I don't have a problem with that. But when you get down into the reading underneath of that, it says your sick leave is earned at a rate of 1/4 days per month for full-time employees. Sick leave may be accumulated from year to year up to a maximum of 60 days. I'm asking you to change this personnel policy to put no restriction on the number of days an employee can build up. This is for retirement purposes. When an employee goes to retire, they can use their unused sick leave to enhance their retirement. It doesn't cost the county commission anything. If an employee were to use it for insurance like other state employees could do, obviously that would cost the county commission. You'd have to pay that insurance month by month until it ran out. But when an employee uses it to enhance their retirement, it doesn't cost anything because the day an employer retires, you're done paying into their retirement. I'm going to give, this is a personal issue, I'm going to retire sometime if I live long enough. As of this year, I have 375 days of sick leave. In 25 years, I've used 10 or less. So the policy now says I have to give you back 305 of those days. See what I'm getting at?
I understand.
Doesn't make any sense. And it's a small way that the county commission can help their employees and reward them for being faithful to come to work without any expense to the county commission. So I'm simply asking you to change this page in the personnel policy to say there's no restriction on the number of days an employee can accumulate.
I'm surprised that that's in that because the school board, see, I'm right, Tammy, there was no limit on sick days on the school board.
No.
There was none of this. I mean,
That's speaking of, there was a reason for it at the time. I'm not quite sure, but I think it was the insurance problem is what they were concerned about. That they would try to use it for insurance and then you would have to pay on their insurance after they retired.
Okay.
I can understand
I
that.
think the county could afford that.
Okay.
I believe that's what it was. That's a long time ago.
Okay.
They did enact it.
And that's true. If the employee used it for insurance, the county would have to pay for it,
Well,
but not to enhance the retirement.
I spoke with Harry earlier this morning, and we need to get a meeting set up and get this policy manual updated. And I don't know how to go about getting this meeting started. Who do we have to see? Do I have to get the meetings, or does the prosecutor?
Doesn't he have to? The commission just tells them they want to review the personnel manual, and then the board meets.
Okay, well, can we have that on our agenda for the next time?
Well, we just set up a meeting with Wade and Apple.
Well, can we do that legally today? Can we set up a meeting legally today?
Call people and see when I can get everybody together.
Okay. Please do that. Okay.
Okay?
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Sorry.
How is If you're not using it for insurance, how will it be enhancing your retirement?
Okay, this retirement board that the county employees fall under will give you a month for so many days, a month extra toward your retirement, like you were employed for an extra month for so many days of your sick leave.
Oh, okay, it's not like you would be taking off the time at the end
No,
of your...
No,
And, and the county's not going to pay that, there's not going to be any
No.
additional...
The moment an employee retires, the moment his last day, county doesn't pay anything else into the retirement system. Now that comes from the retirement board.
yeah, and I went through the same things he did when I retired from the school board, and he's telling you the way it is. I went to Charleston, the same place he did, and got all the information. And yeah, it's a good thing for everybody,
Ask a question.
yes.
There's a couple of questions.
Yeah.
I know that the auditor's office, Ora Ash worked on this, the state was having trouble with OPEB funding issues. Everything's got to be somewhere, okay? There's a cost, someone, somewhere. And believe me, I got mine when I retired from federal government. I got credit, something like 6 months longer benefit credited to me because I didn't take that much sick leave, okay? So I understand what you're saying, but I just wonder if other counties have done this. Okay, that'd be a question. And I would think you just might want to check with the auditor's office, you know. I'm not saying you wouldn't do it, but somebody's going to pay somewhere.
Sure. It's
And like I said, I got mine. I'm happy.
Right.
Okay, it certainly is something that's done, but then I
It's the
want to point
retirement
some-
system that
Yeah,
they
right, yeah, and it's the state retirement system.
Mhm. Exactly.
But I want to point to the trouble the federal government's now in, because they gave me that Benny, that extra Benny that I didn't pay for. Okay, and I'm gonna live a long time. I hate to tell somebody anything.
Okay, my question,
Okay.
as a retired director of human resources, how are those checks cut? Because they've still got to be taxed. The county still has to pay their portion of Social Security. You know, how are those sick pay checks written? How are they recorded?
I think,
There are no sick pay checks that I know of.
yeah, I think what...
So you're not talking about paid sick time?
Exactly.
You're talking about accrued work time?
Exactly.
Okay,
For retirement
Purposes.
gotcha.
purposes, the determination of the amount that you're going to qualify for
Exactly.
your retirement.
Exactly.
And the longer period that you're employed, the more you're going to make. I have to assume.
Isn't that how the state teaching system works? If they've got the sick leave, it gets tagged on a certain amount for each whatever on to their time worked, so you do get an increase in benefits. And if you have,
Okay, that makes
I think
sense.
some state employees, I don't know about the school system, but I think some state employees can use that and pay up their insurance.
yeah, that also, or there's the, you know,
But if the county employees did that, the county commission would have to pay that.
Right, if that was the case
Right.
with the county employees.
Right.
I believe in the states that you can't use it
We're
for
not using
insurance
that.
purposes.
Right.
Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let me see if I can figure out where we are. I think we're on committee